Hello from Florida Grand Opera. I'm Rafael Porto, bass baritone, studio artist, and now media consultant at FGO. If you don't know me, but I sound familiar, take a closer look at that basso voice that introduces the FGO Go videos as well as the Sunday matinee. So with the current situation around the world, we, like many opera companies, are having to make major transitions into how we do things, such as entering the new realm of virtual performances. However, we know that this has been also a major change for you as well. We are so thankful to all our donors and patrons and all the members of our FGO family. So we decided to make a short video to help you easily access our content on YouTube and have the best experience possible. We'll go over basics and frequently asked questions like how to log in and watch, to showing you some fun features like our new live opera chat, finding resources like translations and study guides in the descriptions, and how to find great content like our FGO Go studio concerts while you're waiting for our next Sunday matinee. So let's get started. Feel free to pause and rewatch any section if you'd like to follow along later. A couple of handy shortcuts if you're watching this video on a computer. Pressing the letter J on your keyboard will rewind the video 10 seconds. Pressing K will pause the video, and then pressing L will fast forward 10 seconds. Let's start with what you need for accessing our videos and getting some basic questions out of the way. To take full advantage of what features our YouTube channel has to offer, you will need to log in with some type of Google or Gmail account. You do not need an account to watch our videos, but if you'd like to access some of the features like the Opera Chat, where you can ask questions during our premieres to our General Director and CEO, Susan Danis, members of the FGO staff, studio artists past and present, and even some opera stars in the performance you're watching, all while actually watching the performance. So you'll certainly want to be signed in order to take advantage of that special feature. A Google account is free to create, and you can also use any Google account that you may already have with work or an organization, even if it doesn't end in @gmail.com. Let's switch over to the screen view and take a look. Alright, so now that we're all switched over, let's look at how we can access YouTube. So I'm just going to open up a web browser here and type in youtube.com. We'll see a search bar here at the top. Just click that and enter Florida Grand Opera. And voila, you'll see that here is our channel. You can either access it by clicking this little icon here or just on the words directly Florida Grand Opera. And then here's our layout that I'll explain a little bit later. But you can see that we can access.
Hi from Florida Grand Opera.
Excuse me, there's a little message from our Director of Artistic Administration, Mitch Rowe. But you can see I can access these videos without being signed in. If I want to sign in, you just head up here to the top, click sign in. And I'm going to log in with my Opportunity YouTube account here. But if you don't have a Google account, you can create one free just by clicking here at Create Account. But I already have one. I'm going to log in. And again, this works with any Google account that you have that might be with work or school or in some type of institution. For example, I have one with Indiana University that doesn't end in gmail.com but is operated by Google, and that will work just as well. So now we're in here, and you can see I'm already subscribed. If you are not subscribed, it's very important that you just click this little, it'll be a red button, and click that, and you'll subscribe, as well as hitting this little bell icon, and then you'll get notified when we have some new videos that come out. That way you're always on top of stuff, but you can always find links in our email blasts as well as through our social media. So let's take a look now at how to get information like translations and study guides that can really make your virtual performance the best experience it can be. I'm going to click here at the Songfest Part 2 FGO Go concert that we did about 4 days ago. And you can see it's open here. Here's studio artist Nick Huff. But if you go down, scroll down just a little bit, you'll see, and show more as well, you'll see that here's a description. And every video that we'll have some information here. So for example, here we have the program of the whole concert, a little sum up about the concert, and we also have our donation link here, as well as translations. You just click that link and it will be right here. So you can either open that in another tab or use a device like a phone or tablet and be able to have translations for your virtual concerts, and they're beautifully formatted here. Another example of that is if we go into The Passenger, which is an unbelievable show. If you have not seen this, it will be up on our channel until May 24th. But if you go and again click more info here, for our description, you can see that we have an English libretto and even a study guide here for some of the operas. And the descriptions will usually be available to you for you to click and find these resources even before the premiere actually happens. Now let's talk about one of our most asked features, the live opera chat, which again will be a chat room experience that will play while you're watching, that you can connect with people like the general director and CEO of the company, staff members, and especially opera stars of the actual opera that you're watching, and really get to enjoy that behind-the-scenes experience. It's really something special and brings a great sense of togetherness and community while we're watching these virtual performances. So let's explore how that goes. One quick word of warning, the Opera Chat feature is only available for the actual premiere of one of our videos. So for example, let's look at this new video that's going to come out for our Fridays After 5 series of the FGO Go studio concerts. A great aria concert that we have, a grand night for singing. So you can see here, this will premiere in 2 days. And if you look over here to the right, we have this chat area here where you can write any comment. Looking forward. And so at 5 o'clock, FGO will be here, as well as a lot of studio artists, their families, studio artists past and present, a lot of people in our FGO family, and it's really a neat place to watch this performance together. It really makes it something special, so definitely something to give it a try. If you unfortunately weren't able to catch one of our virtual performances right when it was premiering, don't worry, you can still access a lot of what the Opera Chat has to offer. You just won't be able to ask direct questions because obviously nobody will be there. But you'll still be able to access the Opera Chat and see all comments made and questions answered and really get those special behind-the-scenes treasures, all with the correct time that's corresponding with what's going on in the show. So for that, I'm going to look into our Sunday matinee from this past week, The Passenger, an absolutely amazing show that will be up until May 24th. So if you haven't seen it, there's still time to check it out. You won't regret it. So I'm just going to pause it here. And if we go over to the right, you'll see this show chat replay function here. If you click on that, you might have to click live chat replay here too. And voila, you can see that this is the chat that's going on here, and comments from all our FGO family, Susan Danis, General Director and CEO of the company, as well as other FGO staff members, and even, very importantly, our opera stars that were in the actual production. So I'm just going to drag it to another part of the show here. We can see, let's just pick right here is good. And you can see that the comments has repopulated with what people were saying at that exact moment. So here I've skipped to another part of the opera, and we can kind of see how the Opera Chat works in lifetime here. So keep an eye on the chat. I'll start the video here. Director of Production, Liam. For response from Elena, who was actually in the show. If you'd like to minimize the chat, you can just again hit this hide chat replay here. Or as well, you can hit this theater mode button, which brings the chat down there, as well as a full screen here option. So lastly, before we finish, I just want to show you how to easily find how things work in our channel and find any performances in the past in case you did miss something. So you can always, again, we looked at the search bar here and type in Florida Grand Opera, but in all our videos you'll again see our little icon here and the words Florida Grand Opera. If you just click on that, that'll bring you to our channel. And this is our kind of home page here. At the top, you'll see recent activities, and these will be videos that we've created in the past week or so. So here you can see a couple of our FGO Go studio concerts, as well as The Passenger, obviously, and a message from our Director of Artistic Administration. So if you scroll down here, then you can then see this created playlist tab where we've created playlists so you can easily find all our videos grouped together by content. And so here we have our Sunday matinee. Here's our FGO Go, which are the studio concerts. And for example, we have things from the 2019 and 20 season, 18-19. So any promotional videos such as on the Zalame, we had a video created on how they made the head of John the Baptist. If you missed that or have never seen it, that's a great place to find that. For right now, I'm going to go into the FGO Go studio concerts.
You're
here,
watching.
and you can see that we start with our first one, which was the Rigoletto highlights back in April 2nd. But if you look on this side here, you can find in chronological order all these concerts, and these are available and will always be up here, and so that's really special. If you've not seen any of these, we have a variety of concerts from highlights of Rigoletto in Matrimonio to Zarzuela, art song, arias. There's really something for everyone, and it's all featuring our amazing studio artists. So for example, if we want to go to our Zarzuela, you can just click here, and there we go. So I hope you enjoyed our short video on really showing you how to get the best of what our YouTube channel has to offer. I hope it was helpful, and if you ever have any questions, always feel free to reach out. I hope you enjoy our content no matter where you are, and please stay safe, and as always, thank you for being a part of something grand.